And let's roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out, let's roll out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is Food, Fitness, and Fun with my main man, Dre,
Let's do it.
and I am JD, he who pods. What you called me last time? The Podmeister?
The Meister.
Yeah, it was funny. I was listening back. It was like, oh, the Podmeister. That's funny. All right, man. Listen, I don't know how the sound is gonna sound. My air conditioner is on. It is 92 degrees here in New York. It's a heat wave when we're recording this. It's nasty out here. So if the sound is a little weird, I apologize in advance. That's the AC. I'll do my best to clean it up on the back end. So this is I found I found a recipe on TikTok. This lady was like really excited because she made pancakes without pancake mix. So she
Okay.
used like 2 or 3 eggs and a banana, and that was it. And I was like, oh, that's fly. She was like, you could whip it, you could throw it in the blender, whatever you want. She says she adds like a little bit of baking powder, a little bit of vanilla extract. I was like, all right, I can rock with that. So me and my daughter, we made pancakes. So I took the girl's recipe and kind of ramped it up. We did the eggs, the pancake, the eggs, the banana, splash of vanilla extract, and then I threw in peanut butter and dark chocolate chips. And so we hooked that up, and then we had that with some scrambled eggs. The video is already on Instagram, but I'll put that video and some pictures in here. You already saw it as well. I showed it to you right after we made it. It was simple. It was quick. The pancakes were light, very thin, because there wasn't any real, anything heavy really in it. The peanut butter gave it a little bit of weight. It probably would have been even thinner without the peanut butter. Yeah, that's our sponsored by this time. Quick, easy meal at home. And then y'all know scrambled eggs. That takes 2 seconds, scrambled eggs. Nothing special there. And to be honest, it didn't even really need syrup. It was really tasty, but I'm a greedy motherfucker, so I put a splash of syrup. A little light coating of syrup.
It's kind
But
of
actually, baby
tradition.
girl said no. Baby girl said that I'm cool. I don't even need no syrup. I said, all right,
That's
cool.
good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's our sponsored by,
That's what's up.
and that's that. So let's dive straight into our topics. Go ahead, Dre. You could start off on any one of those.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk about sticking to a routine that works. I really
Got it.
want to
Let's
get
do it.
into this. Um, so what usually happens? Um, People start a routine, right? You start your fitness routine, no matter what it is. If you're going to try to like gain muscle or lose weight or get flexibility, whatever it is,
Yep.
um, and you start doing it. And I'd say like usually within like a month, sometimes 2 months, you start to lose that perspective and you want to switch to what somebody else is doing. Usually you're looking at what somebody posted on like some sort of social media, or you're looking at
Right.
other people in the gym,
Right.
they're doing booty workouts. Oh, maybe I should do the booty
Right.
workout,
Why I'm not
And
doing the
so
booty workout?
right. So it's like, you know, something I want to talk on because, for me when I'm training people a lot, you know, their attention is all over the place. So like you sit down, maybe you either sit down with yourself or maybe you're sitting down with somebody that's helping you train, and you say, okay, this is what my goal is. And it's like,
Right.
okay, all right, that's what the goal is. So this is what we're going to do. So
To
if
reach
you
that
sit
goal.
down, yeah. So if you sit down, let's say you sit down with me, and it's like, oh yeah, Dre, my legs, I don't really have strong legs. I really want to get my legs up. Okay, anything else? Well, I don't want to gain a lot of weight. Blah blah blah. Okay, fine. Okay, and I say, okay, well, this is the program. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do to get your legs up. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, a month in, 2 months in, you want to switch things. You want to start doing a workout that is more chest or upper body. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, We are going to do chest and upper body, but we're really going to emphasize the legs because you said you want your legs to come up.
Right. That's what you
You know
said
what I'm
you
saying?
wanted.
That's what you said you wanted. But I feel like
Right.
people start to get so, squirrel, you know what I'm saying? Distracted by anything. You know what I mean? Right? It's like,
Squirrel.
oh, right. You just want to do this thing over here now because you watching what other
Uh,
people are doing or what other people are posting, and
right.
you're taking your eye off of something. And it's like, yo, you need to stick with your program. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If the program is working, if you're saying to yourself, man, man, I want the upper body strength. I want to be able to. This is what one client wants. She was like, oh, I want to be able to, you know,
The one pull
um,
up, right?
yeah, to do the one pull up. Okay, so we gotta. This is what we gotta do. You know,
Right.
but now you're losing focus because it's like, oh well, I want to do this and I want to do this and you want to do
Right.
everything, and it's very important.
Touchy-sided.
Yeah, it's very important for you to prioritize. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the priority? If you know
Right.
what your priority is, then you can understand that those other things can come, but they secondary, they third, they don't
Yep.
come first.
Right.
So it's like this thing comes first. Stick to that program, which might mean you know, 6 months, this is what we're doing. Eight
Yep.
months, this is what we're doing. Maybe for the year, this is what we're
Right.
doing to get that result that you said you wanted,
Right.
But if you're constantly switching and changing your target, you're never going to hit the target. You'll always
Right.
find yourself chasing a thing and never accomplishing it. The people that you see in the gym that look credible and amazing, you know what they have? Discipline. They stick to their target,
Right.
whatever it is that they're working on. They don't waver. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So if you are serious about whatever it is that you're trying to do, in the gym, outside the gym, whatever it might be, if you, let's say you want to learn how to ride a bike. Okay, so we gotta focus on how you're gonna ride this bike or
Right.
roller skate or whatever it is. You
Right.
know, you want to be better at pole dancing. Okay, then you got to take more pole dancing classes. You
Right.
can't say I want to be bad at pole dancing, but also at the same time I want to get my push-ups going. Okay, you look, you know
Choose
what I'm
one.
saying? Yeah. What's the priority? Not to say you
Right.
can't do those other things, but we got to prioritize what you said is your goal. So I guess
Right.
the whole thing here is make sure your goal is really your goal and stick to it.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of times we get fascinated by seeing shit on TikTok and Instagram, or like you said, you go to the gym with your friend and your friend is doing some other fly shit. You like, hey, what are they doing? I want to do that. And it's like, it's not to say you can't do that, but what's the goal? And I think being goal oriented is really important in the gym. And we spoke about this before. If you have a goal, if you say, hey man, I don't like the way my arms are looking, I want bigger arms. Okay, well, if that's what you want, then leg press for 17 sets is not going to do that.
Right.
You got to stick to what it is that you're trying to achieve. I agree wholeheartedly. I don't have much to say back because I agree. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of time when people ask me what I'm doing in the gym, I say, oh, the same shit because I haven't hit my goals yet.
Right.
I'm not doing anything
Right.
different. They're like, oh, but
Right.
man, you've been going to the gym so long. I said, yeah, but I haven't been consistent and I haven't hit my goals. So if I want to hit
Right.
my goals, then I got to stay with the routine. I got to stick with the program. And I have the advantage of knowing that what we do works because I already lost a ton of weight and was looking great multiple times. My weight
Right.
has fluctuated, but I've done it. So it's like, okay, why would I do some other shit? And it's not
Yeah.
to say that you can't incorporate other things, but they need to stay along the path of what it is you're trying to achieve. In the example
Yeah.
I just gave, I said I would like bigger arms. All right, well then, uh, a chest workout is cool, but then we're not going to do 300 sets of chest because we're trying to work on arms. Yeah, arms are part of chest. Tries and chest are tied together, sure. But we're going to do more things that focus on arms. Why? Because that's what you said you want. You said you want
Right.
the big guns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Let me give this one example and then we can move on. I had
sure.
a friend of mine who's, she wanted to bring her calves up,
Hmm.
women like to wear high heels. They want to have really pretty, calves, and her calves was looking, not the way she wanted, not very. And so she asked me, "Oh, what can I do?" And I'm like, "You got to work your calves." I don't know. I don't
Right.
know what else to tell you other than it's a muscle like any other muscle. And
Right.
my question is, well, how much do you work it when you go to the gym? Oh, I don't work it that often. Okay, well then, if you want to bring them up, you're going to have to work
Right.
them very often. And I don't mean
Right.
just one set and move on. I mean you
Nah.
treat it like you treat any other muscle. Like when you do leg day and you do 4 or 5 different exercises for your legs, every
Right.
time you do something for your legs, do calves. So I
Right.
should see you did 4 or 5 exercises for legs. In between sets, do calves. So rather
Right.
than you doing maybe one set for calves, now you're doing 4 or 5 different things for calves. And
Right.
that way it will work.
Yep.
Okay, she tried it for about a month or so. Complained, my calves are hurting, and this, that, and that, and that. Okay, but
Of course they're hurting.
yeah, I mean, it's like you trying to bring them up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not saying do them every day, but I said
Right.
on leg day, which
Right.
how many leg days you do? I don't know, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Probably
I
one
mean,
a week.
yeah, you do one a week, or maybe you do two because this person was in shape. You just didn't have good calves. So it's like okay, you do legs twice a week. If you fit those calves in, it's gonna work. Well, all of a sudden the calves are starting to come. I could see them. They're starting to come
And now
out
let's
there.
switch it up.
Yeah, but I'm really trying to get my butt to get more. Okay, okay. So you can't stay on target. You
Right.
can't stay on target because if you're saying right now this my calves, you have to forego the other stuff for a minute and get the calves up. Now
Yeah.
when the calves get up, once you get to your goal, then you're at maintenance. So you don't have to put as much time because you're just maintaining right now.
Right.
Then you could talk about something else. But get there. It's like people get halfway there, they see a little bit of something,
They
and then
get
they
excited.
switch. Yeah, they switch to something else. So
Yeah.
that's all I
I've
want to
been
be
guilty
like.
of that before.
Yeah,
I've been guilty
everybody
of that
has.
before.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody has. It's like, oh man, I'm starting to see this thing. Okay, I don't want that no more. The
Yeah. Like when
grass
I
always
was real
looking
big.
greener.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Nah, go ahead. You go.
Yeah. Like when I was real big and all the weight was starting to come off. Once I got to a certain point, it was like, ooh, now I want to work on my abs though. And then it was like, son, but did you hit your goal? You was telling me you like, son, but you looking good. You almost where you want to be at. I'm like, yeah, but these abs though. But what about these abs? Because I got excited. I'm like,
Right.
son, I'm about a month away from a flat stomach, and now or close to a flat stomach, and now I'm like, oh, look at that. I got half an ab showing. Let me get this crazy 6-pack. It was like, son, but finish getting the weight off. Then you could get the 6-pack real easy. I was like,
Right.
no. I want to start incorporating abs. It's like, all right, nigga, if that's what you want,
Right.
sure.
And that's a good example because I see so many people working abs with a huge midsection. You know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying? It's like you're not going to show abs if you got 4 or 5 layers of belly fat. You're going to have some
Right.
strong abs. They're going to be strong like any other muscle, but you're not going to see it until you get layers of those layers going first. You know what I'm saying?
And
You want
and
your
do you
abs to
really want a
pop,
chubby 6-pack?
right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you
Let's
know what I
just say
mean?
you got it. You want to have a chubby 6-pack?
All you're gonna have is a strong ab muscles that can't be seen. So
Right.
there's a lot of big dudes, that got really strong abs. You hit them in the stomach, it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you can't see those abs because so many layers of fat. So,
Right.
when I see people obese just hitting, all kinds of crazy abs, it's like, okay, what you're really doing is only making that midsection bigger because once those abs get bigger, like any other muscle is going to pop that stomach out even more. And to be honest, I know that's not the look that most people want.
Right.
They want what you're talking about, that flat stomach and then the abs showing.
Right.
So
Then bring the gut down.
go for priority one, lose the fat. Once
Right.
you lose the fat and you got a flat stomach, you like, okay, I want these abs to show. Oh, you can start doing some ab work if that's what you want to do.
Right.
That's cool, But you 30, 40 pounds overweight. Come on, bro. What you doing
Right.
abs for?
Put
That
that put
time
that
that you
time into your cardio.
come on, brother. I was about to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Come
That
on,
time that you
son. You
doing,
know. You
That time
know,
that you doing it, the 20 minutes that you doing to do abs, you
put
better
it on your
off
cardio.
get on that treadmill, hit that bike. You know what I mean? Go take that walk.
Something, right? Hit that
Yeah,
elliptical.
hit that elliptical. You know what I'm saying?
Hit that
Get it popping.
elliptical. Right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. I agree. And I'll be honest, I ask myself all the time, what's the priority? Especially because I'm inconsistent. So sometimes it changes.
yeah,
Sometimes I say, man, I've been out the gym for a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. When I go back in there, like you said a while ago, it's like, okay, it's day one. So it's like, all right, well, what's the priority now? Is it to get the weight off? Is it to get stronger? What's the priority? And so I think
and
that if you ask yourself what's the priority and stick to that until you've
right,
accomplished your goal, you'll see that you have better results instead of
Now-
just squirrel.
right. Instead of just squirreling it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with somebody changing their mind, right? I'm not
Sure.
saying that. I'm not saying that you said it. That's it. Nothing else. You can't know. If you're changing your mind, have a good reason. Not just because you had this idea or you had this silly dream or something, what's the real reason? If you're
Right.
realizing, hey, you know what? I thought about it and actually, um, hey, I don't really calves don't really mean that much to me. I would rather spend time, getting my glutes up, because that'll make my clothes feel better and blah blah blah. Whatever the real reason is, it's like, okay, maybe that's something you didn't think about. Happens to everybody, just a human being. So I'm not
Right.
saying don't change your mind, but change your mind for the right reasons. Not because you just got distracted because you saw something on Instagram or some old bullshit. Like, if it's a real reason, maybe there's a health reason that you didn't understand.
Right.
Maybe you spoke to your doctor and your doctor's like, well, you know what, I wouldn't do that because you got this back issue or something like that. Okay,
Right.
something like that. Yeah, we gotta change things up. We gotta change our priorities. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't change your mind or things don't change, but if we're really talking about seriously getting to your goal, seriously getting there, stick to that routine that is giving you results. Stay with it.
Right.
You know?
And realize on top of that, these things take time.
Yes.
If you change your mind every week, then that's fine. That's your right as an American citizen. But you can't hit goals in a week. Not those type of goals. If you say, "Hey, I would like to lose a pound this week," all right, salad and smoothies all week. See you in a week. Cool.
Right.
Next. But if you're saying, "I want bigger arms, I want a more defined ass, I want bigger, chest muscles," then that's not going to happen in a week.
Right.
So realize
Yeah.
that when you change your mind, that's fine. That's your right as an American citizen. But these things take time.
Absolutely.
90 days, 6 months, a year. That's
Yeah.
that's how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
You got to lock in.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
don't
if you're
think
not
about,
if you're not going to
okay.
lock in, go ahead, brother.
No, I was gonna say, don't think about, okay, well, it only took my friend so and so 2 weeks. It took my other friend 30. You're not them. You don't have their genetics. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? You don't, we are not all built the same. I get that too. Oh, my friend, it only took
nope,
her, blah, blah, blah. Well, she's different from you.
right,
Maybe she don't have the same conditions that you have. So
right,
you can't look at other people's results on how fast they get them and think that, oh, well, I'm gonna get them that fast too. You got them that fast. No, it might take you way longer to get
right.
half of that result. So just
Yeah, there's so
understand
many
that.
factors: diet, genetics,
Right.
sleep, all that shit. So many different factors. You don't
Food.
you don't know
You know what I
how
mean?
active you are during the. Yeah, I said diet.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm like, yo, because a lot of times when people are talking about building muscle, I'm like, well, how much protein did you take? Well,
Right,
I only eat, a small amount of leaves. Okay, but you're not gonna be building muscle. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to get a lot more protein in. So
Hmm.
your friend who's sitting there eating, crazy protein throughout the day, different type of sources. Oh, no wonder she's getting better results. She's not afraid of eating. you know,
Right.
where it's like a lot of times, especially with women, they don't want to take these little tiny bits of, I'm just gonna eat grains, and it's like, well, you're
Right.
not gonna grow muscle like that. You're
No,
gonna have to
you
eat
need a
some food.
balanced diet. You got to
Yeah, you're
sleep.
gonna have to
There's
eat
a
some
lot of
food.
different factors.
No doubt. No doubt. So
Yeah, there's a lot of
yeah.
different factors. So, I mentioned here before a show called uh, Revenge Body,
Yeah.
and one of the trainers on Revenge Body is the same guy who trained Michael B. Jordan for Creed, for Black Panther, and now he's also training Jonathan Majors for Creed 3. And gentleman's an awesome trainer. Um, I think his name is like Cal something. Anyway, whatever. He's a brother, and he's in great shape, and he's training this one dude. And if you Google Revenge Body, uh, probably throwing up, it'll come up or some shit, because every time I look up Revenge Body and different scenes come up, that's always one of them. But anyway, he was teaching this dude how to eat properly. There was this guy, is another brother. He was trying to get in shape. And so he started training him. He said, all right, well, big part of training properly is eating properly. So let's go to your kitchen. I'm going to show you how to meal prep, which I thought was super awesome, because this guy trains celebrities for a living. And yeah, I'm sure, he's getting paid handsomely to be on the show, but that don't mean he got to come to your crib and literally cook for you. And that's what he was doing. So he's like grilling chicken. He's like, yeah, we're going to throw in some of this asparagus. We're going to throw in this. And the person he was training literally had to run outside because he started retching. And the trainer's like, son, are you for real? Like, you so used to garbage food that I'm cooking clean food and you're getting sick? He's like, yeah, it's just, oh man, I don't know, I'm having like a reaction to it. He's like,
Yeah.
son, that means that your diet is terrible.
Mm.
And it's interesting because I give that example because it's popular. You can YouTube it, but I've seen this before in real life too, where you give someone some healthy food and they're like, oh man, I'm feeling sick now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but why are you feeling sick though? Because a salad, a smoothie, grilled chicken, asparagus, I don't know if those things should be making you sick. Like, did the McDonald's make you sick?
Right.
Did the Burger King make you sick? Did the Taco Bell make you sick? Did the Kentucky Fried Chicken make you sick?
Popeyes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Right.
Said, did those things make you sick? No, because that's all you eat. You eating trash all day. And so I thought that was really interesting because that's what he tells him. He's like, son, your diet must be really bad if I'm introducing healthy foods to you and you're literally getting sick at the smell and the sight of them. And so I thought that was worth a discussion. It's something I think about very often. A lot of people around me don't eat the healthiest. And I say all the time, I'm the sugar king, baby. So I'm not trying to say holier than thou. But yeah, I might have a pint of ice cream, but I'll also have a smoothie bowl and a salad and brown rice. And you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure I'm eating good because I know I'm the king of swing. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm devouring pints of sugar. So it's not holier than thou. I just thought it was worth a discussion because I know that eating is a big part of this journey. And even when I'm trying to get in shape and I'm trying to get back on track, I say all the time, all right, I gotta be better about my eating. I gotta cut the snacks. I gotta do this. And I try to introduce healthier things to my diet. I've said plenty of times on here, during lockdown, I started eating nuts and seeds. I never ate nuts and seeds on a regular basis before, but I was trying to be healthier and I was trying to get things that I knew I could keep in the crib and that wouldn't be damaging to my body and my goals. And so I just thought that was worth a discussion because, some people have really bad diets. And it's interesting to me that when you introduce healthy food into that person's body, that they have this extreme reaction. So I wanted to see what your thoughts were on that topic.
Yeah, that does happen, man. So the first thing I want to say is, sometimes people can be allergic to things, right? You could be
Sure.
allergic to salmon. You could be allergic to asparagus. Who knows, right? And so that could
Right.
be an allergic reaction. The
Sure.
thing that I like to look at, the first thing I like to look at when I'm trying to assess if somebody's diet is just full of garbage and healthy things are so far away from them that
Mhm.
they can't stand it. I start off with the most simplest basic thing, and that is water, right? I like to say, hey, okay, would you like some water? People who've had shitty diets, sugary this and crazy addicted, most of the time don't like water. Now, water you can't be
Yep.
allergic to. You know,
Right.
water you can't be allergic to. Your body is 70% fucking water. So I know you can't be allergic to water. So if I give you a glass of water, and it's just like I said, my test, you want some water? Oh, you got little flavor packets to put in there or some, sugary, do you got
Got some
soda
got
or
some
something?
got some soda back there? Maybe a
Yeah, yeah,
Mountain Dew?
yeah. What about the purple stuff? You got the purple
Right.
stuff?
I want the purple stuff.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's my first gauge where I can tell that, okay, your diet is so messed up, something that's natural to the human body as water, you
Right.
prefer not to have
Right.
because you're so addicted to sugar. And that's what it is. These processed things that we have, sugar, salt, and the whole processing mechanism is built to be highly addictive. So I don't even blame
Absolutely.
people because it's the odds are stacked against you. It was
Yeah.
made for you to be addicted. Somebody is addicted to cigarettes. You don't blame them for being addicted. You know that this is an addictive thing. It's
Right.
nicotine and all kinds of stuff in there to keep you addicted. And food is
Right.
no different. You know,
Right.
all that
How
packaged
could I
stuff
not
that
like these McDonald's fries?
yeah, everything that's packaged and on your shelves uh, is meant to last on that shelf for a really long time. And when you finally open it up, to taste delicious. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's made for that. And so, of course,
Right.
you're going to be addicted. Now, the question is, how do we break the addiction? Right. And like all addictions, the first thing is to recognize. So I usually tell
Right.
people, okay, hold on. You don't, water to you tastes nasty. You don't want water. You rather a Coke or whatever. Do you understand what this is a problem? Like we have to
Right.
start there because we can't even start introducing things into the diet until that person can recognize I have a problem. I'm
That's
addicted
right.
to sugar. My
I'm
diet
addicted
is
to
so
sugar.
messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like water. Water tastes nasty to me. And so it's like, okay, we got
Ew.
to
Yucky.
yeah, we gotta start there. We gotta start there. You gotta start drinking water. You gotta kind of force yourself. We gotta get rid of the sugar, slowly take it off, because like any drug, you can't just rip it from the person. Like that's not gonna work. You
No,
can't
that's
just be
hard to
like,
do.
I'm throwing. Yeah, I've seen people do it. I've seen like nutritionists and other coaches, walk into people's homes, be throwing all this in the garbage, and it's like, okay, they'll let you throw it in the garbage, but now all you're creating is a sugar addicted liar who's gonna
Right.
go out,
Now I'm
you
gonna hit
know,
the sneaky link.
right. I'm just going. Let me just
Now
throw this. Let
now
me
I'm,
throw something in the
now I'm be like, is
garbage.
he gone? But is he gone because
Right, right. Or you know what? I gotta step outside for a minute. I gotta take the garbage
right?
out, and you keep
Yeah,
your
let me
stuff.
go take out the garbage and get a Twix.
Right. You buy stuff from the store if it's close to you, or you keep
Absolutely.
stuff. Just keep stuff hitting around the house because the
Absolutely.
addiction is still there, and the person didn't deal with the addiction by simply throwing it out. So
Nah.
you got to start. Hey, I have a problem. This is not good. Um, you let them know all the warning signs. If you are addicted to sugar and salt, and the obesity is never. I don't care how many workouts you do, you're going to remain obese until we deal with the addiction. And so it's slowly introducing natural things, having them drink more water. Hey, just try a half a glass when you first thing in the morning. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Oh, I usually have a coffee, but no. Okay, we're gonna stop that because your coffee
Right.
has sugar and it has dairy and all this other stuff. No, Wake up in the morning. I'm not saying don't have a coffee. I'm saying have water first. Let's just try to get water in your body. However much you can stand. If it's just a half a glass, have the half a glass. But we got to
Right.
slowly get you out of the addiction, you know. And then giving them smaller portions of healthy food, to kind of like build
Right.
it up, you know. Um, but it takes a while, like any addiction. But that's the way it's gonna have to be. Like you gotta get rid of that stuff and then slowly get those things out. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I agree. And that's kind of what the trainer told dude. He was like, "Son, you got to start introducing these things to your diet because these things are good for you and you're going to need them especially to reach your goals." And he acquiesced, he started doing what he needed to do, but I'd never forget that scene because son was like cooking. He's like, I don't know, I feel kind of weird. He's like, yeah, but look at this asparagus. This asparagus is lovely. He's like, and ran out. And I was like, wow, gangster.
I've had people. That's true
Gangster.
too. No, but I have people straight up tell me, "Yo, I don't like vegetables.
Oh,
Eat no,
son.
I don't eat no vegetables."
As a vegetarian, I hear that all the time. That's how I pop quiz people. I'm like, yo, but so we gonna hang out. What's your favorite vegetable? Vegetables. Oh man. I don't know, like tomato. I'm like, son, that's not even a vegetable. Tomato is a fruit. But all right, what else? I mean, what else you got? Like maybe regular lettuce. I'm like, oh, all right, on your burger, right? Like, you want the regular lettuce on top of your burger? That's what it is.
Yeah. And we got to this point in a society where everyone is extremely one direction or the other.
Yeah,
We used to believe in the diversity because human beings have gotten to where they've gotten to by having a diverse palate. But now
that's
we
right.
also like, you got to have a team. So it's like team carnivore. I don't eat no vegetables. Everything is meat, 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 meat.
All
Or
right, then
team
you gonna die,
veggies.
die, 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 die,
I'm saying it's like team veggies, all everything else. I don't know if it's not a vegetable, I
and
ain't
and
fucking
that's
with it.
not how it goes.
Yeah, and so it's like we got to get some like you got to learn
Balance,
like diversity, yeah, and balance. This bullshit of like having these teams and just staying on this team. It's not football. It's a
right,
diet. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like this loyalty to
right,
one fucking
right.
calorie or one
Oakland
macro.
Raiders till the death.
Right.
It's
That's
like,
fine for
okay, all
football.
right,
Yeah, that's cool for football. Yeah, you're gonna be Oakland. It's Oakland, no problem. But when you talk about your diet, no, don't be
right,
like that. Like, only thing I'm gonna have is vegetables. I ain't never having no, but only just
right.
meat, meat,
Or the
meat, meat.
opposite. You know what I'm saying? Only bacon, team bacon.
Right.
All right,
Exactly.
all right,
Okay, so
swine.
that's yeah. So I don't understand that. The human body, we gotta have diverse foods. You
Of
gotta,
course,
mix it up. Your nutrients comes from all over. There's no mono nutrient. Just have this one nutrient, you good. Then
right,
everything else is gonna be deficient, except
right,
for that one nutrient. So
right.
nah, I ain't digging that.
I feel you. Ayo, let me ask you a question before we leave.
Yeah.
Why do people be excited to show you they could do one set of something? I see this so much, especially now on the apps. Cats be like, oh, 400 pounds, one set. Ah, I didn't drop it. Okay, I did it. I'm out. Okay,
Yeah, I think
why?
because it's entertaining for people, that's basically called a one rep max, right? You just do one rep of something, one
Yeah,
squat, one push. Um,
to say I
it,
did it.
it's a way to test your strength. I give them, you see, okay, my one rep max is 400, you know, um, and it's entertaining. It looks good on social media
You can't
because
on
it's
the
small.
gram.
Yeah, you can just put it on there, 10 seconds, 4 seconds. Yeah, I did it, and just move away,
It's like this big struggle for one rep.
Yeah,
It's like they got the thousand what is it, the 1,000 pound club? You know what I'm talking about? The 1K club.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, if you look it
What?
up, it was a big deal when Hugh Jackman did it. I think it's like deadlifting 1,000 pounds or
Oh,
some
it's
shit.
lifting 1,000 pounds. Yeah, I did hear about this. I did hear about
Yeah,
this. See, for me, I'm not impressed by that. So it's like, no,
that's
it's
why I'm
impressive.
asking because I'm
Yeah,
like
it's
maybe
impressive.
Dre feels differently because I be seeing it and niggas have the crazy struggle to do the one set of whatever it is, and then they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
slam it and everybody's why
Number
why
one, what you don't see is the injuries when the camera shut off, right? So it's like
right
you're doing this one rep for what? Like when you do a one rep max, okay, that's fine to do to actually test your strength. So if say
right
I'm benching 200, 250, and I'm like, I want to see what I can do because I can do that. I could do 200 or 250 for 10 reps. But how much can I do on one rep? So I put like 275. Okay, man, I can do that. May I put 300? Okay, I could do that. Okay. And then I realized, that 310, that's too much. Okay, so now I know my one rep max is 310.
310
But for me to be like, oh, I want to be in the 1,000 pound club. Let me put 1,000 pounds on here. Let me see what I could. That's dumb because you're not nowhere near that. So you could do a one rep max close to what's known as your working set, right?
right
You do a one rep max somewhere above near your working set. That's smart, and you got people watching you and helping you. Fine, but to do a one rep max way over your working set is a great way for an injury to happen. Um, and you see that too. Like you look up gym fails. I love watching gym fails on
I
YouTube.
know that's your shit. You be sending me the videos. I be in the crib crying.
I mean, like these people, they because of that same because they set the camera up, waiting to make this viral video of them doing
Right
this spectacular thing, and things go wrong.
right
Because you're not taking the right steps. You're not to that level yet. And if you're going to do a one
right
rep max, especially with a free weight like a bench press or something, you need people around you, man. That's going to
of
help you.
course
How many times you see people get stuck? Trying to one rep max something you're not there yet. You're nowhere near that.
can't even move.
Yeah, and that's a great way to get injured. You see so many people tear pecs, tear shoulders, and
Right,
as we always say, once you get an injury, game over. Now you can't
that's
have
it.
fun no more.
Now
All
you in
that
the
fun,
reserves.
yeah. Now you're gonna need 6 months to a year
Right,
just to get it
right.
back, and maybe
Yep.
it will never come back.
It might
You know
never
what I
come
mean?
back.
Yeah, man. So that one Rex Max stuff, doing stuff for Instagram to be in some
Son,
particular
I
club. Oh,
see
you
it
want to?
all over the internet. Niggas is
Yeah, you
like,
want?
yo, look what I did. And then I'm like, okay, all right, let me see what you did. Let me see what you did. And then one rep. And everybody's cheering and excited. And it's the greatest shit ever. And I'm like, well, why is that impressive? Like,
Yeah,
regardless what the number is, whether it's 10 pounds or 10,000 pounds, like, to me, then do a set. Do 5, do 10, do 12, do 15. Like,
yeah,
then I'm impressed. Oh damn, you could do sets at 12. Wow, that's gangster. All right,
yeah.
you
That's
really
that's
are
the
the
way I
shit.
like. That's the way I like to do it. I normally don't do one rep maxes. I like to do everything in a range. So even my
Yeah,
one rep max is between 1 to 3. So when I do
yeah,
something that's like, let me see what I can do. So currently, right now, maybe I'll record it one day. I'm messing with these hundreds, right? So I got the hundreds, and I'm doing bench press with 100-pound dumbbells on each hand. I can't get to 10. So I normally get to about 5 or 6. And I'm like, okay, boom, I put it down.
there you go.
I'm not going to now pick up the 110s. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's like I can't get 10 with the hundreds. So this is what I'm going to work with until I get the strength to go to. I'll do. So I got the hundreds. Say I do like 5 or 6. Okay, boom, I put it down. Now I'm gonna grab the 90s or the 80s. The 80s I can rep out 12. So now I grab the 90s. Or the 90s I can
there you
rep out
go.
10. So now it's like, man, my 90s I can rep out 10. So I'm getting there. I'll work. 90s will be my working set. And
Right,
then eventually, if my body gets there, I'll get the strength to be able to rep out the hundreds for 10. But
right,
to keep going up in weight to see what my 1 rep max would be. So me picking up 120 and be like, I just want to do 1 rep. That's a great way to have that weight bang me in the head, rip my shoulder, rip my pec. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? For what? That's dumb. I already found out I can't go to 10 with this amount of weight. So anywhere that is, for me, under 8 reps, that means, okay, I'm not there yet. I could work with it, but I can't get 10. So I'll stay right there. Yeah. It's called being safe.
Wow. I've never heard of this thing. What did you say it's called?
You know what I mean? Safety. Remember that? Way back in the days, it's old school. It's old school.
Safety.
You know?
I think I heard of that one time.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid. Yeah, and listen, I don't want to seem like I'm hating on cats who do lower amounts of sets. I have mad respect for cats who do max rep of 5, for example. There's a lot of cats who lift heavy. They're like, listen, I'm getting 5 out, and that's my set. Yo, man, respect. Mad props, because I know why you're lifting 5. You're lifting 5 because you're trying to lift as heavy as possible. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't see those cats celebrating their 5. They're just doing their 5. They're not like, yeah, I did 5 of these motherfuckers. Y'all ain't ready for me. You see me? Look at all my friends cheering for my 5. No, they just do their 5 and keep grinding.
Right.
But it's like this thing on the internet where it's like, yo, we did 1, celebrate me.
Yeah, I don't know what that's
about. Like if I came up here and was like, yo, Dre, I had 1 steak this year, celebrate. I had a steak, yeah. Dre, I had 1 protein shake this year, yay.
And it's also the same thing when it comes to cardio, right? You see these guys running real fast for like 3 seconds. You know, then the video goes off and everybody's like, yo, that was great. And I'm like, I'm not impressed.
I just saw a video like that.
Yeah, I'm like,
it was like, you know how...
Bro, you want to impress me? Do a 10 mile. You know what I'm saying? Where's your endurance? You know what I'm saying? I jogged for 10 miles. Yo, okay, I'm impressed, bro. How long it take you to do that 10 miles?
Or if you are on some sprinting shit, then let me see your sprint. Let me see you go for 30 seconds. Let me see you go for 1 minute.
Right.
Because I respect the cats that sprint. Cats that sprint, I respect the fuck out of them. I don't do it, but I respect them because I understand it.
Yeah, if you got
but 3 seconds.
And then the video shuts off.
Done.
You know, with some music and shit.
I mean, this ain't the zombie apocalypse. That don't impress me.
Yeah, man. Okay.
And if it is the zombie apocalypse, 3 seconds ain't going to do it.
Right. You know, and you don't show you huffing and puffing. That's, to me, it's not good cardio. You know, it's just, like same thing. 3-4 seconds, maybe 5. Them going super duper fast like you got superpowers and shit. And then the video cuts off. Yeah. Let me see a full minute. Come on, man. Go through.
Like they got superpowers or something.
Yeah. You know, you flash. You flash. You flash now.
You flash.
Stop.
All right.
I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You just
but
broke
that's
the
all
sound
it takes,
barrier.
Right, that's all it takes is, and then you know, you just segue to something else or whatever, or you segue to that 1 rep max, and it's just like, wow, this guy, he could do everything. He runs fast.
He can do everything.
He can lift real heavy weight, and he could squat real. It's like he's Superman. It's like, yo, I want to see some consistency. You know what I mean?
Right.
What you doing for? Like you said, the 5 for 5. I was doing 5 for 5 for about two years.
That's what I'm saying. 3. I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at cats doing 5.
I got great results doing that. Great. I got my strength up at least 25%. It did well for me. I don't do it anymore because now I'm on something different. But I know it works. I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was great. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always switching things up. You know. But I did it for 2 years. Not I switched it up 3 months. 2 years. I was consistent with that. And got great progress. But like 5 for 5 cats, you're right. You know, they rock out, big weight, and there's no celebration because they focus and they're not trying to get you know.
Same thing with the sprinters. I've never seen a person sprint and I be seeing them. I've never seen a person sprint for the 1 minute and then celebrate. They just start walking, catching their breath, and getting ready for the next sprint.
Right, right. And you definitely don't see it with long distance endurance cats. To me, I give them way more. Like to me, I think that's way, way harder.
Of
It don't
course.
look that fancy or that impressive, but in terms of what your body has to do, it's like, yo, you going for a full hour, just rocking out for 10 miles, like word,
Right.
son. That's crazy to me right there. Like that
Yeah.
is hardcore, and
That's the shit that inspires me.
yeah. I'm like,
I'm
whoa,
like,
that's
ooh, you did 100-mile marathon with no breaks. That is Superman.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Toward
and niggas got videos. At the 50th mile they give you a slushie. I like that. I'm like, this nigga is talking, jogging, sipping a smoothie, and recording all on his 50th mile. God damn.
yeah, yeah, that's impressive. That's
You know what
impressive.
I'm saying?
Or
Rich roll,
yeah,
marathon winner and shit, triathlons on volcanoes. Okay, yes. You jogged around a volcano twice and then swam in the ocean for 7 miles. Yes, I'm very impressed.
impressed.
I hope
Yes,
I
I'm
could be
very.
like you in my next life.
That's what I'm saying. To me, endurance. Come on, man. Endurance to me means weight. I'm not saying I don't put nobody down that does sprints. I don't put nobody down to do 1 rep maxes. But how much does it really take compared to an endurance challenge? Like running a triathlon. A Tour de France type dude. That's just like,
Right.
yo, I'm gonna just be on this bike for mad hours, kid. Like word.
I mean,
That
your whole
endurance.
work shift.
Exactly. Right.
Your whole work
7,
shift.
8 hours just riding this bike. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
wow.
What'd you do today? Well, I had my coffee and sat at my desk. This nigga, he biked all of France in the same amount of time. The
Right. And
fuck?
you was chilling. The hills, everything. Just doing your thing. So to me, you want to show me something that impressive? Yo, show me your endurance. That's why when you see
Right.
me what I put up on my Instagram page, 3 hours, 2.5 hours. That's impressive to me. Even for
Right.
myself. I just did it. And I'm like, man,
Right.
that's what's up. That's a person that's in shape. What you did for five
Absolutely.
seconds, boo.
I did one set of 350 pounds.
Right.
Yay! Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, boo. Get that endurance
Silliness.
popping. Let's see how long you can go.
Right. Or listen again. Let me see 5 sets. Let me see. Excuse me, 5 reps. Let me see 10 reps. Let me see 12 reps. Like when I see cats who's like, yeah, I do 3 sets of 15. I'm like, oh shit, 3 sets of 15. Damn. 3 sets of 15. That's why sometimes you send me your stats. You're like, yeah, I did this. I did 20 reps on this. I'm like 20 reps. Oh, he's a monster.
Right.
Gingerbread man even said, "You're a monster. You're a monster."
Yeah.
20
Or like you said
reps.
with the cardio, like, yeah, let me see a fly 30-second video of you
Yeah, if you sprint,
maintaining speed the full fucking 30 seconds. Then I'd be like, yo,
right?
this nigga, some Ben Johnson type shit. He flow joeing
You know what I'm
it right
saying?
there.
You know what I'm
What I
saying?
mean? Word.
Now we talking. You got a 1 minute TikTok. Then let me see you run that pace the whole 1 minute.
The whole
You could run 12 miles an hour. Let me see for 1 minute. Let me see for 1 minute.
Let me see.
You got an Instagram reel. Don't put 3 seconds. Give me the whole 1 minute. Let me see you
Exactly. And
for
you can
one
put
minute.
right. You can put whatever song you want to it. I want to see you do it
Right.
for a minute, yo. Don't
1
lose
minute.
that speed. Maintain
Right.
that speed for a minute.
Right.
Impress me. Because then I'd be like,
Right.
ooh,
That,
like, art, all
then I,
that.
right. And I'm a comment. You super fly. I'm scared of
Right.
you.
Right. What's your
You know what I'm saying?
secret?
I hope I can be like you in my next life.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
fucking 3 seconds.
Nah.
Super
Not
silly
doing
to me. Yeah, I thought it was super silly, so I wanted to bring it up. I thought that would be fun for us. And it was. So
Yeah.
that's it, folks. I've got to go hit the gym myself. I'm trying to be better. And so I got to get the fluff out of here before I don't make it. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. We hope that this was helpful. We hope this brought you value. And if you don't mind, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that they say. You know what they say? Smash the like button. It's funny shit,
And
right?
here, and here, and here, and here, and here.
Right.
Don't forget about here.
Right.
Watch one of these other videos here, and the one over here. Yeah, all right.
Son,
Just
that
calm
shit be
down.
the funniest.
Just
It's
calm
like,
down.
right.
Well,
I get
boy,
it though. I get why cats do it, but it's funny
yeah, it's
though.
all good. Yeah, man. But thanks, like
That's
you said,
like,
man.
and that's all we have for today. But before you go, check out the video I did here about Thor and the trailer if you want to see some arms. And don't forget the video over here. It's like, son, we just put your little videos up, son. Just
right.
put your
calm down,
videos. If we
man.
want to click it, we will. We see the title.
Right.
You don't have to announce which is where.
Yeah, YouTube has been around for a solid 20 years now. We know how
Forever.
it works.
Like,
You know
forever.
what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's
People
good.
were born and didn't know anything but YouTube.
YouTube,
Like,
exactly. Right. There's little
Anyway.
kids who don't know what commercials are because they call commercials ads.
ads.
We watching
That's a
regular
fact.
TV. There's a lot of ads on here. Word. These are commercials, kid.
See, and I'm so old, I'm on the opposite shit. I be on YouTube like, come on with these commercials, man. This is
Right,
ridiculous. I was trying to see what Dre said. Damn.
All the little kids, they be calling these things ads. All the regular commercials, they just be calling them ads.
Right.
They don't know what a commercial is. Like, what's a commercial? I don't know what that is.
Right.
That's an ad.
It's an ad. It's an ad. But is it a 15-second ad or a 30-second ad? That's what I would know.
Why can't I skip this
Because
ad
if it's a 30-second ad, I'll go warm up my hot pocket.
You know what I mean? We watching Channel 7 or something. They want to skip it. No, you can't skip this. This is just normal TV. Sorry.
I can't. It's not working.
You're right.
Why? What's wrong with your Fire Stick?
They'll be up there pressing the TV screen. And they're like, no, it's not touchscreen. It's just a TV. And
You don't have a smart TV? Why don't you have a smart TV? I thought you were smart.
Because I'm like,
I thought
yo,
you
when
were
I was
smart
a kid,
enough.
when I was a kid, we used to watch commercials. It was like a thing. We sing along, and
Right.
you know, it was like
You'd be excited when your favorite one comes on.
Yeah, like you run in there sometimes and just watch the commercial. This is a funny commercial. Now, the kids don't want to hear that. Skip
Right,
that.
this was my favorite. Look how he breaks through the wall.
Yeah,
I love this
yeah.
commercial.
Yeah, they used to make them funny so that you want to watch them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, kids don't want to see that.
Now only Geico does that.
Right, and they still skip that ad. I don't care.
And listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I be skipping everything. I do call it commercials, but I be skipping everything.
Like, I want to get
Like,
back
you know
to
what
the-
I love? I love when you stream shit and you can skip the intro. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be a different world. It could be Succession. I don't give a fuck what. Oh, Billions. That's great. Skip. I love that shit. I'd be excited.
Yeah.
People be watching TV with me mad. Hey, I like the intro. Yeah, well, you can watch that shit at your crib, nigga.
Skip that intro. Skip the intro. Yeah, no doubt.
Fuck that. I'm here for the content. I don't give a
Right.
fuck about them intros, man. Skip that. And some of them got fly intros, but I don't give a fuck. Skip.
Yeah, I might watch the intro the first time. Oh, okay, that was cool. But then after the first time, I'm done. I don't need to keep watching it.
I need to
just
see
saw it
this
already.
24 times.
Especially if you binging it. Come on, man.
That's what I'm
But you
saying.
watch
That's why I
it
said
the
24.
intro?
I don't need to see this 24 times. Like,
Yeah, done.
I watched it the first time and the last time. Oh, the season about to end. All right. Let the intro play. Last time. All right.
Right.
Funny
you-
shit.
They
All right,
making it
man. We
that dope.
what'd
So
you
they
say?
don't even make the intros that dope anymore anyway. You know, A lot of times-
Some do. Like, I find that not a lot are fly. I agree, but there are some fly ones out there. Like, I brought up Billions as a joke. Billions actually has a super short intro, and I love that about them. That shit like 4 seconds. There's nothing to skip. That should be like done. I'm like, oh, all right, great, yeah, thanks. And Succession, they got a cool little, hip hop, classical music tie-in intro. They got some cool intros. You know what I'm saying? But
Succession, that's my joint.
Succession is the shit. I can't wait for the new
yeah.
season. I caught up.
Man.
I'm all ready.
Oh, you all caught up? Oh, we gotta talk to him.
I've been finished it. When we were texting, I was on already like the second or third season. There's only 3 seasons out, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we waiting for the next one. Yeah,
Yeah, season 4.
yeah.
I'm on point. I'm ready. I'll be watching
All
it with everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
All right,
I'm
man. I got to go.
All right, Ben. Good talking to you.
Likewise. I'll holler at you off pod.